Hello and welcome to this overview of the Certax Practice Management software package. As you can see from the opening screen, there are various options down here. You will need to enter all personal information of individual clients. You will need to enter all details of the businesses that those clients will operate. Once that information has been entered, you will be able to produce meaningful and helpful compliance reports on a host of different topics that we'll have a look at shortly. You will also be able to view certain information in a slightly different format called table format for individuals and businesses. We'll start by taking a look at individual forms. So when you have a new client to add to the system, you would click on the Add Record button there and you would enter names and addresses, postcodes, email addresses, etc. in this screen here. You will then need to deal with the SA100 requirements of each individual client. So in this example here, we have an individual client who has a requirement to submit an SA100. The fee for that particular tax return is £100. And for this particular tax year, the information required to complete this return was requested of the client on the 5th of January and it was received from the client on the 20th of January. In this example here, no further information or activity has been carried out. Therefore, that particular tax return is in progress. Okay. Also, in respect to this individual client, he or she will be linked to a particular business. Each business will have a prefix. In this particular case, the business is a sole trader, hence ST being the prefix. There will also be L and P prefixes for limited companies and partnerships. So in this particular business here, should you wish to add additional partners to this business, then you would create a new client to be linked to this particular business, or you would choose an existing client to be linked to that business. That's an overview of the individuals form. Now you can either keep that open or close it down before you go to the next form. This is a means of recording your business clients, and initially you will be required to put in names and addresses, email addresses, nature of business, type of entity, whether it be sole trader, limited company, partnership, etc., and whether or not this client is VAT registered or not. You'll also need to enter business start dates and current year ends. This business here will have an individual or a number of individuals linked to it who could be partners or directors of that particular company. Should additional individuals need to be associated to that particular business, then either new individuals can be created or existing individuals can be linked. In respect of this same business, you may wish to record the submission dates and due date of the VAT returns. You may also wish to record the progress of any management accounts that are required. And you may wish to record the progress and information in respect of the financial accounts that relate to this particular client, including their annual fees, their current year end, and the progress to which this job will move through in order to arrive at its completion. continuing on the business forms section, you'll notice that if we were to review a business that would be described as a limited company, that the tabs along the top here have now changed slightly, so that we now have introduced two new tabs. One relates to CT600s and one relates to Companies House. Those two tabs were not present when we were looking at partnerships or sole traders. So, in respect of forms CT600, there is automatically calculated a submission due date for this, and you are also allowed to enter the actual date of submission, which then creates an automatic status report as to whether this particular form has been submitted or not. Similarly, with Companies House, there is an accounts filing due date, and there is an actual submission date, which again will produce a filing status as to whether this particular function has been complied with or not. And later you will see how we can produce reports which will show all clients that have either not yet submitted accounts to Companies House, or indeed those that have submitted accounts to Companies House. Okay, that completes the business forms section.